How long can you keep hatred in your heart? This is the topic for today. Let me start with a short story. A primary school teacher had decided to let her class play a game. The teacher told each child in the class to bring along a plastic bag containing a few potatoes, and each potato will be given a name of a person that the child hates. So the number of potatoes that a child will put it in his or her plastic bag will depend on the number of people he or she hates. This is what's going to happen. So when the day came, every child bought some potatoes with the name of people he or she hated. Some had 2 potatoes, some 3, while some up to 5 potatoes. The teacher then told the children to carry the potatoes in the plastic bag with them wherever they go for 1 week. That was the game all about. So days after days passed, and the children started to complain due to the unpleasant smell let out by the rotten potatoes. Besides, those having 5 potatoes also had to carry heavier bags. After 1 week, the children were relieved because the game had finally ended. The teacher asked, "How did you feel while carrying the potatoes with you for 1 week?" The children let out their frustrations and started complaining of the trouble that they had to go through having to carry the heavy and smelly potatoes wherever they go. Then the teacher told them the hidden meaning behind the game. The teacher said, "This is exactly the situation when you carry your hatred for somebody inside your heart. The stench of hatred will contaminate your heart, and you will carry it with you wherever you go. If you cannot tolerate the smell of rotten potatoes for just 1 week, can you imagine what is it like to have the stench of hatred in your heart for your lifetime?" That was the message the teacher was giving to the children, to the students. We have to learn a lot from this story. What is the moral of this story? Definitely it's talking about the power, or I can say the destructive power in hating someone. The experience of hate are associated with poor emotional well-being, such as a feeling of anger, the feeling of the feeling of shame and fear. Moreover, the victims tend to experience the poor mental health, including high depression and anxiety. In simply, I can say, if you are not ready to forgive the person, you are going to end up with a kind of depression or a kind of an anxiety. And that kind of life is really difficult to survive. You can imagine that what's usually happening in that such kind of situations. So throw away any hatred for anyone from your heart, so that you will not carry the burden for a lifetime. Forgiving others is the best attitude to take. That's I always advise to people. Learn to forgive people. And moreover, and the negativity about someone will keep peace for your mind away from you. Remember the good things about him or her and let go of the hatred and find the pure happiness in you.